Have you ever noticed that some people earn a fortune and still end up living paycheck to paycheck? At the same time, there are people with completely average incomes who quietly build wealth year after year. Most people think the difference is income. It isn't. Others believe it's intelligence. That's not it either. The real difference lies somewhere much deeper, inside your mind. Right now, without even realizing it, your brain is making financial decisions for you. Every impulse purchase, every excuse to save later, every emotional purchase that feels deserved, it all starts in the same place. And here's the scary part. Most of those decisions aren't actually yours. They're automatic. By the end of this video, you'll understand the hidden psychological traps that keep millions of people financially stuck. More importantly, you'll know how to recognize them before they silently drain your future. Because the truth is simple. Your brain wasn't designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to keep you alive. For thousands of years, surviving meant taking immediate rewards whenever they appeared. If food was available, you ate it. If you found shelter, you used it. Waiting for a better opportunity could literally get you killed. That survival system is still running today. The problem is that modern money works in the exact opposite way. Building wealth rewards patience. It rewards discipline. It rewards saying no today so you can say yes tomorrow. Your brain hates that trade. It wants comfort now, pleasure now, results now. And that's exactly why building wealth feels so difficult. Think about the last time you bought something you didn't plan to buy. Maybe it was a new pair of headphones, a coffee on your way to work, a subscription you'll probably forget about next month. Or maybe you opened an online store just to look around, and somehow ended up checking out with 3 items in your cart. At the time, it felt completely reasonable. You probably told yourself something like, "I've worked hard. It's not that expensive. I'll save more next month." Those explanations feel logical, but they're usually not the reason you bought the item. They're the reason you gave yourself after the emotional decision had already been made. This is one of the biggest psychological illusions about money. We like to believe we're rational. In reality, our emotions make the decision first. Logic simply writes the explanation afterward. That's why 2 people earning the exact same salary can end up in completely different financial situations. One person sees money as a tool for buying today's happiness. The other sees money as a tool for buying tomorrow's freedom. The income is identical. The psychology isn't. And over the course of 5, 10, or 20 years, that difference becomes enormous. The people who eventually build wealth aren't necessarily smarter. They've simply learned to recognize something most people never notice. The invisible moment between feeling an impulse and acting on it. That tiny moment may only last a few seconds, but it has the power to change your entire financial future. Because wealth is rarely built through one massive decision. It's built through thousands of small decisions that nobody else ever sees. And there's one psychological trap that influences almost every one of those decisions. It's so powerful that billion-dollar companies spend fortunes exploiting it every single day. That trap is called instant gratification. It's one of the oldest survival mechanisms your brain has. Imagine you're walking through a forest thousands of years ago and you find a tree full of fruit. Your brain doesn't tell you to save some for next month. It tells you to eat as much as possible right now, because tomorrow, the fruit might be gone. That way of thinking kept our ancestors alive. But today, it quietly keeps millions of people broke. The world has changed. Your brain hasn't. Every day, you're surrounded by opportunities to spend money. Advertisements follow you across the internet. Your phone lights up with notifications. A store tells you an item is almost sold out. An app offers free shipping if you spend just a little more. None of these things exist by accident. They're carefully designed to activate the same survival instincts that once protected us. Companies don't just sell products anymore. They sell emotions. Excitement, comfort, status, belonging, relief. Think about how many advertisements actually talk about the product itself. Very few. Instead, they show smiling families, luxury lifestyles, successful people, beautiful vacations, perfect relationships. They're not selling a watch. They're selling the feeling of success. They're not selling a car. They're selling status. They're not selling a cup of coffee. They're selling comfort. The purchase becomes emotional long before it becomes logical. Then your brain steps in with an excuse. I need it. It's a good deal. I've been saving for a while. This is an investment. Sometimes those statements are true. Most of the time, they're simply stories your brain creates to justify what your emotions already decided. This is why willpower alone almost never works. People think financial discipline is about being stronger. It isn't. It's about making fewer emotional decisions in the first place. Consider something as simple as grocery shopping. If you go when you're hungry, you'll probably buy more food than you planned. Nothing about your budget changed. Nothing about the prices changed. Only your emotional state changed. And suddenly your decisions changed too. Money works exactly the same way. When you're stressed, you spend. When you're bored, you spend. When you're celebrating, you spend. When you're sad, you spend. Over time, spending becomes less about buying things and more about regulating emotions. That's when people fall into one of the most dangerous financial habits of all. They begin using money to solve problems that money was never meant to solve. Loneliness, stress, anxiety, insecurity. The purchase creates a temporary emotional high, but it doesn't solve the real problem, so the feeling returns. And the cycle repeats. The scary part is that these small moments don't seem important. It's only $20 here, $30 there. A subscription you forgot about. Food delivery instead of cooking. Another online order because it was on sale. Individually, none of these decisions feel life-changing. Together, they can completely reshape your financial future. Because wealth isn't usually destroyed by one catastrophic mistake. It's slowly drained by hundreds of decisions that feel too small to matter. And there's another psychological trap that's even more dangerous. Unlike impulse spending, most people actually believe it's a sign that they're becoming successful. It's called lifestyle inflation. At first, it feels like success. You get a raise, so you move into a bigger apartment. You earn more, so you finance a nicer car. Your income grows, and suddenly your spending grows with it. From the outside, it looks like progress. But behind the scenes, nothing has really changed. You're still trapped, just at a higher price. This is why so many people earning six figures still live paycheck to paycheck. They didn't improve their financial habits. They simply upgraded their lifestyle. Real wealth isn't measured by what people think you can afford. It's measured by how much freedom your money creates when nobody is watching. The wealthiest people understand something that most people never realize. Every dollar has two jobs. It can buy a better life today, or it can buy a better future tomorrow. The choice seems small in the moment, but repeated thousands of times, it becomes the difference between financial freedom and financial stress. The goal isn't to stop enjoying life. The goal is to stop letting emotions control your financial decisions. The next time you're about to buy something, pause for just a few seconds and ask yourself one simple question. Am I buying this because it improves my future, or because it makes me feel better right now? That single question won't make you rich overnight, but it will do something much more important. It will make you aware. And awareness is where every lasting financial transformation begins. Because the biggest obstacle to building wealth isn't your salary. It isn't the economy. It isn't where you were born. It's the invisible programming inside your own mind. Change the way you think about money, and you'll slowly change the way you use it. Change the way you use it. And over time, you'll change your entire financial future. If you enjoyed this video and want to understand the psychology behind wealth, investing, and smarter financial decisions, make sure to subscribe. Because building wealth doesn't start with a bigger paycheck. It starts with a better mindset.